Uh,
Interesting.
and then let's see here. Let me go ahead and record this meeting and we will get jamming, rocking, and rolling, everybody. Okay, so it looks like we're recording and we are streaming. So guys, welcome aboard, man. We're super excited today for this amazing time that we get a chance to spend with a great friend, one of our also former language of influence graduates who've taken my language of influence course. Gosh, Dan, how many years ago was it? Like 2-3 years ago or something like that?
It was probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah, right, about 3 years ago. And as you guys get to know Dan, phenomenal guy, real estate agent, licensed, but also he is a Keller Williams team leader for one of the market centers out in the Las Vegas area. And Dan, you're also a U.S. veteran, right? Which branch were you servicing in?
Yeah, I spent 20 years in the Air Force, so I can tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up out here in the Las Vegas area in Henderson, and I left for the Air Force when I was 19, and I came back when I was 39 years old. I was retired from the Air Force, and that was in 2016. And I taught for a year and a half Air Force ROTC at one of the local high schools, and I coached baseball and football at the high school. And I knew that I wanted to own my own business and get into real estate full time. I had got my license to sell real estate in California before I retired. So coming back to Vegas, I knew I just wanted the autonomy of doing whatever I want, whenever I want, and not have anyone to really answer to. So I came into real estate full time, and I've been doing that since 2017. And so that's where I'm at now.
That's awesome, man. Well, it's great to hear your story. And for those of you guys who are watching, whether it's on LinkedIn, on YouTube, or in the Facebook group, 7-Figure Mastermind group, and also too, for anybody who is a VIP member, all VIP members are here. And what we're going to do is we're going to stream this for a short period of time. And then if you want to be here in the Zoom and stay with us for the VIP session directly afterwards, where we get a chance to have some direct access to myself, direct access to Dan, and ask some Q&A as to the topic of today's class, which is on Reels, because Dan is a master at creating Reels. He gets a lot of engagement. He gets a lot of feedback and information from people. And the stuff that you guys are going to learn today is very, very unique. I don't know of anybody else that's doing this in the real estate field, because I see so many Reels from real estate agents, and many of those Reels are like just a house or somebody walking around, trying to make crocodiles look fun and crazy, or whatever the case might be. But a lot of the stuff that Dan shares is very, very relevant to the market today and the things that people are looking for. So we're in for a real treat. So again, if you guys want to join us here as a VIP member, just go to vip7.robscoaching.com. And when you're a VIP member, you also have access to this library of different trainings that we have. As you can see, we have trainings on mindset, building your business, which is our business planning series, real estate marketing series. So this Reels course, the replay, is going to be added to the real estate marketing series for everyone to watch if you're a VIP member. And guys, I know the coaching that I do is valuable. I know what we do is valuable, and the training is valuable. And we offer VIP as a special price, just to give you that entry point level at $7, which is the price of a cup of coffee. I mean, so if you jump in for $7, then you get access for the next 30 days to be able to watch many of these training videos. If you like it, great. If you don't, just cancel it. No hard feelings or anything like that. It's just an opportunity to give real estate agents to get connected to the training that we do. But we have stuff on lead generating, working with buyers, how to do a listing presentation, and all the VIP replays after every training that we do, which is the private sessions. They're all recorded and they're all placed in here. And also, if you're interested in investments, we have investor series, artificial intelligence series. If you want to learn how to use artificial intelligence, we have that as well too. And then we have more of the library VIP members, understanding DISC, all the challenges that we've done. We throw the 100K challenge in there. So the reality is, when you look at all these different trainings, you have over 50 hours of training for the next 30 days for $7, and you get direct access. If you don't jump into VIP, then I don't know what's going on up here, right? Because this is something that is just common sense Dan's a team leader. I used to be a team leader in Fort Lauderdale, and I've worked with real estate agents for close to 20 years. I was a mega agent listing 100 homes per year, and I had a team who were doing 200 deals per year. So I understand this business through and through. And I'm also a master NLP trainer and coach. So I understand persuasive language skills and how to get into people's minds to help them get what they want most in their life. So you're going to get all this access and exposure. And this is just the taste for you to be able to do this and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, like I said, by all means, you can move on and watch some of the replays. But we're going to go ahead and, without further ado, jump into the training here with Dan, because we're going to allow him to share his screen. And I'm also going to ask him a few questions with regards to the class today. So Dan, you know, when it comes to Reels, right? Can you just, for everybody that's watching, can you clarify why Reels are a game changer in today's digital market landscape? Like in the marketing landscape today, why is it that a Reel is such a game changer?
I think once you understand that the largest population group in the United States, or really around the world, is the millennial population group. And social media was more or less created by that group of people. Every one of them is on social media in one platform or another. And as real estate agents or anybody that's trying to sell anything, if you don't have a brand and you're not in front of them, they're not going to buy anything from you. So if we know that the largest population group is the millennials, and we can get in front of them by being on social media, why wouldn't you be on social media? So the bigger question is, if you're not on social media, why are you not on social media? What's preventing you from being there? Because that's where your future buying and selling pool is going to be.
That's a great point, because I think what happens is, one thing that I've noticed is people, in terms of creating videos, and I don't know if you've seen this, if you ever had the fear of creating a video. I know some people have this perfection anxiety, right? That the video has to be absolutely perfect. They have to look absolutely perfect. And if you look at some of the Reels that I've done, dude, the Reels that have gotten the most views, Dan, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the ones that have gotten the most views is when I'm outside walking, sweating like a pig. My hair is all jacked up, you know, and I'm just talking from the heart and just keeping it incredibly real. And dude, I'll have like 800, 900 views, 1,500 views on some of those videos. And then the ones that are all really fancy and they got all the bells and whistles, those guys, they only get like 100 views, 200 views, you know?
Right. Well, and I think people are people, and they want to know what's going on in Rob's life. So if they see this perfected video, it's like, oh, it's Rob talking about, you know, coaching or this or that, and maybe they swipe away. But if they know that Rob's out at the park, I wonder what Rob's doing out at the park. Let me listen to what he has to say. And that's why you end up getting a little more traction there. But when you look at the reels that you're creating that are the more produced reel, those are good too if you are making them in the right way. And what I mean by that is, if you're making content that is not interesting to your audience, they're going to swipe away to the next one. And if you can keep them on your video long enough, whether it's half of the video or the full video, the algorithm is catching that, and they're going to push that content to more people. So you have to find a way to hook them initially. And that's like the sweet spot of a reel, is the hook. If you don't have an interesting hook, you're not going to catch them, and they're going to move on to the next one. So knowing what to talk about and how to phrase that hook that is going to catch their attention. What kind of things catch people's attention? The sky is falling is usually one of them. So even though the sky may not be falling, if you can catch their attention about it, we talk about recessions all the time in this industry. People want to know, what are the top 3 blank in a recession? Well, I want to know more about that. So they're going to click on it and listen to it. But if I say, here is this beautiful, $800,000 property in Las Vegas, I see those all the time, I'm going to swipe to the next thing. So although there's an audience for that, what are you trying to build? You're trying to build your brand and be that expert, right? That economist of choice, as they say with Keller Williams, at least. You want to be that economist of choice to your clients and to their friends and family as well. And if you become that expert, then people want to listen to what you're saying. So know your market, know what people are looking for, and start creating reels about what they're talking about.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. And what do you believe is the biggest misconceptions that real estate agents have about using social media for business?
Well, there's a handful of misconceptions when it comes to social media. The first one is I don't have a social media account, or maybe I'm too old to have a social media account. It's too hard to create content. It's too hard to edit the content. I'll look stupid making the videos. Do you really get business from videos? There's a lot of things out there where those are just a mindset that, yes, you might look stupid making a video, and might be what people are looking for. That person that's just a real person that is just out there trying to put out some information and look goofy doing it. Or maybe you want to be a little more polished, so you start doing your homework and you become a little more polished. Making content is not hard, and the initial part for me was, I'm going to look stupid, I don't know what to say, and I would put it off and not make it a priority to do it. And I'll tell you a quick little story. When I was going through the career visioning process to become a team leader with Keller Williams, I was talking with the director of growth, and we went through this whole process, and towards the end he says, Dan, what is one thing that you haven't done that you've been wanting to do? I said, I've been wanting to make videos. I've been wanting to create social media content. And he said, well, why haven't you done it? Oh, I haven't had time, or I made up every excuse in the world why I didn't do it. And he said, Dan, the reason you're not going to get hired to be a team leader is because you haven't created a video and posted it on social media. And I thought about that for a second. I said, okay, well, I'm going to create one. He said, well, when are you going to create it? I said, I'm probably going to do it by Wednesday. And this was on a Monday. I'm probably going to do it on Wednesday. He goes, why probably? Why aren't you just going to do it? You're right. I'm going to do it on Wednesday. Well, when are you going to post it on social media? Well, if I make it on Wednesday, I'll probably post it on Thursday. Why do you keep saying probably? You just have to go do it. I said, okay, perfect. I'm going to make the video on Wednesday. I'll have it posted on Thursday, and I'll tag you in the video. So I went back Wednesday and I spent 11 hours making this one video, this one short video. And it ended up being maybe 25 seconds of a video, but it took me forever to set the camera up, to make sure I had some lighting, to research a topic, to write a script, to actually record the thing. And then I had to learn how to edit it, how to add some music, how to do everything. And I finally posted it. And this is what I got from him on social media. I got a thumbs up, and that was it. I didn't get a good job. I didn't get nothing else but a thumbs up. And I knew from that point forward, editing wasn't going to be my thing. So now I actually subcontract that out to an editor, and I spend $14 a video, and I have somebody else edit my info or my stuff, because leverage is going to create time in your business. And I don't have 11 hours to spend on a bunch of videos. So it's worth it to me now to leverage money to have somebody else edit my videos. If you have the time and the ability, by all means, there's a lot of apps out there. You can do it within the Instagram app, within the TikTok app. You can do it all the editing within it, or you can send it to somebody. I send him 5-10 videos, and he sends me back all of my edited videos.
Wow.
Eric, you asked a question. Just to answer Eric's question, he says, where am I getting the editing done for that price? If you go onto Fiverr, you can find a lot of different people on there willing to do work. And the person I used was was referred to me by somebody that I'm in a mastermind group with, and he actually lives in India. And I send him the info. I actually load it into my Google Drive. I give him access to it. He edits everything for me, and then he puts it right back into my Google Drive for me. And I just pay him through PayPal $14 a video.
Very cool, man. So
piggyback off you, Dan. Sorry, Rob. So when you speak it over, though, how much instruction you give him for how much editing you need done, or is he actually pretty intuitive to what you need?
He's pretty intuitive. In the very beginning, when I started using him, I would send him something and I'd say, actually, I'm really wanting it to be this way. And he would go edit it for me. But now he knows what I'm looking for. And all I send him is the file name. So it might be like 1234.mp4. Say, hey, on this one, I want the hook to be how to be a millionaire in a recession. And so he'll go create the whole thing with that hook. And then he puts all of the dings and all the other things in it for me and just drops it in there. And if there's something, I had one, I'm not sure if you're with Keller Williams, but I had said Y4C2Ts inside the video. And when I got it back, Y4C2Ts was spelled out in words. And so I just sent it back to him to say, hey, when I said Y4C2Ts, this is the acronym that I was meaning to use. He went right into it for me, edited it, and I had it back in about 30 minutes. So
look at that.
Once you find a good editor, you just jump into it with them and they'll take care of you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So before we take on any more questions, I just wanted to give one last notice to those of you guys who are watching on streaming. This has been awesome. And Dan hasn't even gotten into the nitty gritty of what he does. So we're just getting started. But for those of you guys who are watching on streaming media right now, if you want to jump into this group, folks, VIP7.robscoaching.com. Jump in there because we're going to switch off the feed, the social feed. And this is to give you an idea as to how powerful our trainings are, how powerful it is, the people that we have in here. And we have someone that will support us here. For those of you guys who are right now on Zoom, we're going to continue the training. You'll be able to watch the training. And then when we switch to VIP, if you want to join VIP, Cece, she is on right now and she'll be able to support you guys with signing up for VIP. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream right now on Facebook. And again, if you want the keys, the keys to the kingdom, right? The best way to say it, if you want to connect here with Zoom, just type in #live, #replay